Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Deep. Bienvenido en mi channel. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Deep Raval and today we are going to review a book. And the book is The Immortals of Meluha, which is the first part of the Shiva trilogy by author Amish Tripathi. So Amish Tripathi is a well-known fictional writer of India. He generally writes a book about Indian mythology. His two trilogies, Shiva trilogy and Ramchandra trilogy, are very famous and it it made him so popular in the Indian pop culture. So this is the first part of Shiva trilogy, The Immortals of Meluha. The other two parts are The Secret of Nagas and The Oath of Vayuputras. The Ramchandra series includes Ram the Shan of Ikshvaku, Sita, the warrior of Mithila, and Ravan, an enemy of Aryavarta. In this video, we are going to review this Immortals of Meluha book without any spoiler. Okay, so this is a basic plot summary, how I felt about this book, and what were my first impressions on this book when I was reading it. So without wasting any more time, let's begin with this video. Okay, so first let's talk about the plot of this book. It's a purely fictional book. It has nothing to do with reality. The plot of this book is its heart. Yeah, really, the plot is very good and very unique, which really makes it a fictional book, because this is not a book about Lord Mahadev. It is a book of a man named Shiva who is a part of a tribal community. The name is Guna tribe. They used to live at Mansarovar Lake in Tibet. And when the story goes ahead, we came to know that Shiva is referred to as Neelkant or the Blue Throat. He is a survivor of Kshatriyas. He will save the Kshatriyas from the evils. Okay, only this much I can say about this book without giving any spoiler. And the twist is he don't know that he's a savior. He's an ordinary person in this book. He becomes a god because of his good deeds and his power. Okay, so let's talk about the second most important part of this book, the characters. So when you're writing any fictional story, you need to give all the characters a very great depth. And in this book, characters are well written, especially Shiva's character, because the story revolves around him. Other characters like Ayurvati, Nandi, Parvateshwar, Sati are also good, but sometimes they are inconsistent with their characters and they are not so good at some point of time. And in some chapters, they have nothing to do. They have no purpose in those specific chapters. And I must say that the character of Sati is very underwhelming or underrated, I must say, because in this book there are a lot of praises about Sati, that how good she is, how brave she is, but the instances are very few that we can see her skills, and mostly other characters talk about Sati more than Sati has her own dialogues in this book. I think this will not be an issue after I complete the other two books of this trilogy. I hope in those books the character of Sati would be well written and she would have a great depth. Okay, so now let's talk about the positive things about this book. It's character writing. Oh my god, the character writing is the best part about this book. Plot and character writing of Shiva is so good without any doubt. But the side characters are well written at some point, and sometimes they are underwhelmed or underwritten, not so good or not so effective. They are not able to convey their emotions that good. Okay, so the second good thing about this book is world building. So the world, Meluhan world or Swadvipan Island, the world of Kshatriyas, world of Chandravanshis, Suryavanshis, it's very good because of the writing of Amish Tripathi. He developed a world which felt real, I must say. And the last book which I had read with a great world building in a fiction genre was Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. The how J.R.R. Tolkien presented it to us, and in the same way, Amish Tripathi built a Meluhan world which felt so real. The way he describes the natural beauty of the city, the working of the city, the administration of rulers, it's so good. Now let's talk about some okay or bad or negative things about this book, and out of which the first is it felt stretched at some sort of time because of so many chapters. It contains 26 chapters. It's almost 400 pages long. I don't think that it would be an issue if other characters were not so underwhelmed or underwritten, because the chapters which felt stretched was because of the 100% focus on Shiva's character, that where is he going, what is he doing. Out of 26, almost 5 to 6 chapters are of those kind which only focuses on Shiva, and it felt stretchy sometimes because Shiva is the main character, I know, but we have enough information about him, and now we don't want to read that what is he doing currently. And this was my issue with the first part of Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. And I understand that the first book of any series, if you're writing a trilogy or the series of book, the first book is world building, so it takes time. Okay, so second negative review about this book might be the underwritten character of Sati. But as I had discussed earlier, I think that her character is saved for the other two books of this trilogy, and I hope that it happens because Sati has a very big impact and a role in life of Shiva. Guys, it's now the final judgment time. That do I love this book? Do I recommend this book? Yes, definitely I love this book and I'll recommend it to you. I'll give it 3 out of 5. I'll got 2 points. One for the underwritten Sati and second for feeling stretched. And otherwise this is a very great book and I must recommend you because it's more or less based on our mythology, and it explores a myth or a theory that what would be Shiva's life if he was a person, he was a real person. And according to this book, it is very good. It would be so great that if he was a real person.